They thought I was. Yeah, buddy. Woo, boy. Let's go, everybody. We are here. We are not queer. And we are ready for some Cleveland Indians baseball. Let's get into it, folks. Yeah, dude. We're here. This is my opening day. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. All right. It's good to be back streaming some baseball. This is what I first started doing when I first started YouTubing. You know, when I first started doing the YouTube, it was my humble beginnings of just sitting there with a camera and an Indians game going. And Stephen Kwan is going to go down for the first out of the game. I don't know. So far, the start for the Indians, they played the Oakland Athletics, a 4-game series. They won 3 out of 1 games. What's up, Derpy? Oh, this is my opening stream. Oh, no. I have lots and lots to say and lots to cover. There's lots of things going on. I mean, there's a lot of new guys just in general. You know, basically for anyone new here, how I do things is I'm going to call some plays as Andres Jimenez grounds out for the first 2 outs now of the inning. This inning not looking so well. Perhaps maybe Jose Ramirez, little dinger here. I don't know. Get us excited. But I'm kind of settling in. I just put my daughter to sleep, so I'm settling in a little bit. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, basically I call some plays, but we talk about MLB news, we talk about Indian speculation, what kind of team this could be. We're gonna need to talk about that. These are you know, it's kind of a play it by year. You know, how does that phrase go? Is that phrase play it by ear or play it by year? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I mean, it's probably a series to series type of thing. I do think there are enough young guys who have potential on this Cleveland Indians roster who could propel them to potentially not only a Central Division title, but if all the ducks are in a row, if all things are golden and sparkly and rosy, perhaps, just perhaps, this team could rekindle some of the magic that they did just 2 years ago and make a run all the way deep into the playoffs and maybe a World Series. I'm going to say it. Maybe I'm the first one saying it. Maybe I'm the only one saying it. I don't know. To be honest, I don't really listen to that many other people other than myself. I listen to a little bit of the radio, sports radio, while I'm driving in the car. Unfortunately, in Cleveland, our sports radio people are a bunch of fucking bozos. That's one of the reasons I started doing this in the first place. And despite the Indians starting, their season starting, all they want to talk about is if the Cleveland Browns are going to move their stadium to like a city 10 minutes over, which guess what, guys? The year is 2024. The Browns cannot legally leave the city of Cleveland for another 4 years. And these fucking idiots, every single goddamn day, dude, Dustin Fox, Ken Carman, those idiots, dude. Oh, Daryl Ryder comes in with his expert opinion that's always negative and always wrong. Fuck that little twerp. Yeah, baby, I'm back. Wacky Wisdom Sports. That's how we fucking do it. You want some sports content with some balls? Here I am. Oh boy, here's a hard hit ball off Tristan McKenzie. First pitch of the game, and leaping near the wall, the foul ball wall is Ramon Laureano. Bit of a mouthful there. Nice catch. I will say that is concerning that the first pitch was hit that hard. We are going to be micro judging Tristan McKenzie tonight. This is a guy who has been plagued, absolutely plagued by injuries over the last 2 years. I mean, Tristan McKenzie has barely played much baseball. Let's check out these statistics. Blah, blah, blah. First little stat breakdown of the year. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, gosh. It's going to be a good summer. I do lots of baseball streams, guys, for anybody new. Anyways, now up to bat, J-Rod, the dangerous J-Rod, Julio Rodriguez. I like this guy a lot, man. He hit a walk-off in extra innings against the Boston Red Sox. I actually needed the Mariners for a parlay, although Rodriguez will ground out to the hot corner, Jose Ramirez, one sexy Mexican man or Dominican or Cuban, wherever the fuck he's from. I guess I should know that by now. I will say this Mariners lineup, there's a new face, Jorge Polanco. They got him last year. He's not really doing anything. This isn't. It said his average was .071 to start the year for Polanco, but let's not go there. Let's not. He's 1 for 14. He's just slow start, dude. He could go yard right now, and it wouldn't be that surprising. Polanco's a very good batter. He's been one of the most consistent players on the Twins over the last 5 years. The Mariners did lose. They had Teoscar Hernandez. Who stole him? The Dodgers or some shit? Probably. But yeah, the Mariners do lose guys typically, but they find a way to get guys. They typically don't land a lot of big-time free agents, but they find a way to get guys in there. We'll look at their lineup here in a little bit, but I do like this team. I think the manager does a great job and the front office does a great job to put together a competitive team every year. They seem to have a little bit more spending money than some of the bottom of the barrel teams, but they are not big bucks type of team. 2-2 count for Polanco. Anyway, going back to McKenzie, yeah, he was drafted in the first round of the amateur draft. What an amateur. No, but I mean, he's only 26 years old. The dude's younger than I am, for Christ's sakes. There are some good numbers here. In his rookie year at age 22, he was 2-1 with a 3.24 earned run average. Only played in 8 games, 33 innings, but they were a good 33 innings. Ooh, hard hit, sharply foul by Polanco. Will stay at 2-2. The next season, 2021, he regressed a little bit, maybe falling into his own. Did manage to have under a 5 earned run average that year. He's only 23 years old. Is there any good? Yeah, a lot of strikeouts though. 136 strikeouts in 120 innings. So he did kind of keep the vibe that he was going to be a good young pitcher for us with the amount of strikeouts he was getting. Even though he had that high earned run average. And then came 2022. Just a short 2 years ago. He had a fantastic season, was 11-11. 2.96. We were real good that year. He was a big part of that. Again, didn't have the crazy strikeout numbers that he had before. You see 136 strikeouts and 120. Anytime you have significantly more strikeouts than innings pitched, that's fucking balling. But if you can get it 1 strikeout per inning, you're pretty solid at the strikeout. So we'll see. And then last year, he only played 4 games, had a 5.0, and it was poopy. It was not fun. Well, ground ball, and Tristan McKenzie is going to get out of the first inning unscathed. Not even a hit. And, he got very emotional. Yeah, it's been a long road. Last year was a really bad year. Just could not get healthy. and he covered up his face, and he was appearing to be emotional. I don't know if he was yelling and hype, or he may have been like kind of crying a little bit. Tears of joy that he made it back. He's back, baby. I like it. I'm happy. What's going on? Where's the view? Where's people watching? People are watching on Twitter, huh? And YouTube is still fucking me in their algorithm. Thank you. A good way to start off the season. And looks like nobody likes baseball streams on Facebook. Cool. All the gamblers are betting on NBA. Once NBA winds down. After NBA, then you get more views on baseball streams. YouTube just doesn't like to promote me at one bit because of my foul mouth and my penchant for saying things that they don't want you to say. But that's the fun. That's why it's Wacky Wisdom Sports. Sports content with some balls. We're not afraid to go there, dude. We'll go there. But yeah, it's good to see Tristan back. With that one good year he had, if he can stay healthy, he's in the conversation to being the next top pitcher of this team. I know that might sound crazy to some, but he does have that kind of stuff. I get now we have a couple of guys now fighting for that potentially. Bieber will eventually no longer be a part of this team, whether that's after this season or some point during this season. Here is Josh Naylor. And boy, I have called lots of Josh Naylor big time plays live on the internet. He is. Thank you, Josh Naylor. You've given us lots of good moments. 5 of 12 to start the year, but he is going to pop one up. Foul territory. Fuck it up. Oh, it's going to be caught. So we'll see. I don't know. At this point, Tristan McKenzie, to me, feels like a bonus. It's kind of where he's priced in right now at the end of our rotation. Bit of a bonus. If he can be good, great. If not, we have other arms. There is a young pitcher named Daniel Espino who was expected to maybe see some major league time this year. He fucked up his shit, and he's out for the year. So that really sucks. It sucks ass. It sucks balls. It sucks donkey balls. It's not good. But hey, sometimes young guys have injury bullshit and they come back just fine. So we'll see. But I don't know. I would kind of cross his name off. If he can't, he hasn't even got to the majors yet and he's already missing a season, like, guy's done for. But we have a good farm system, and typically it's always someone who you don't think of, right? I mean, think of Stephen Kwan when he first busted onto the scene. They're like, who the fuck are they playing in left field? Kwan? Fucking rich homie Kwan out there. Who the fuck is Kwan? I remember seeing that almost laughing, and then the dude hit like a walk-off on opening day. He was a baller. So, yeah. It happens. Or think of like Gabriel Arias right now. He's going to get his opportunity this year, but if he doesn't cash in on it, we have other names that are going to step in and push him off the team. And he will be fighting on some minor league team somewhere else. But yeah, if Tristan finds a way, he's a good kid. He's a funny guy. He brings a lot of life to the dugout. You want him healthy and pushing well, you want him healthy and contributing and playing at his best. And the pathway for this team to be a contender, part of that pathway is Tristan McKenzie doing what he showed us he could do during the 2022 season with that 2.96. He is quite skinny, Paulie. That is a good point. Hello, Salvador Chavez. Oh, here's a deep shot by Silly Will Brennan, and it's going to be caught at the wall. Julio Rodriguez There's that guy. Yeah, you're not going to get anything past him. Leaping catch, slamming into the wall would have been about a dick length away from being a home run. But yes, hello, Salvador. Hello, my friend, Salvador Chavez. Salvador. Sounds familiar. He does kind of. He's Jose's water boy. Shit, Jose gets paid so much he could probably have his own water boy. Shit. Hey, I mean, he's only 26. A lot of these guys are young. So yeah, let's check out what the Mariners got going on here. I guess bringing up the stats page probably isn't the best thing to do. Let's just look at the lineup they have going tonight. I think they kind of have their full squad out there. They're not like parlaying anybody. Or what's the term in baseball? When guys go back and forth. Like how the Indians are doing with their entire half their team right now. I can't think of it. Help me, someone. They're it's a P word. Planting. They're parlaying. They're fuck. Platoon. The platoon. I got it. They're platooning. I don't know. They might be doing a little platooning. But yeah, J.P. Crawford is quite established as their leadoff guy and shortstop. I like J.P. Crawford. Definitely a solid player. Rodriguez is looking like he is a superstar for sure. Polanco was very solid for the Twins over the last couple seasons. Mitch Haniger, I thought he had left the team. Maybe they got him back. He had some injury issues, but before that, great player. And Haniger is going to hit one well, but looks can be deceiving in baseball. It's going to be an out. Garver's kind of a veteran guy. Who the Mitch Garver? Mitch Garver. Catcher. I think he was kind of good last year, maybe. Yeah, he batted 270, 19 home runs, 50 RBIs in 87 games played. That's a pretty good guy to have as your catcher. Now, again, you never know with catchers. They're on and off offensively, but does have a career 252, so should be a pretty solid player. And he is up to bat right now. They got Raleigh. Raleigh's all right. And then Ty France is pretty he's pretty solid too. What's his stats looking like? I know he had a pretty good year at one point. They have him pretty low in the order, but batted 250, 12 home runs, 58 RBIs last year. 158 games played. Yeah, you thought maybe he had 18 home runs and then 20 home runs. You thought maybe that was going to go in the up direction, and it went in the down direction. There's home runs right here. So his offense did dip a little bit last year, despite playing the most games he's ever played in a season. But I like the overall last couple of seasons. I like the sample size. 3 years of playing pretty good baseball at the plate. Well, Garver is going to draw a walk, so I think Tristan McKenzie, who had a perfect game going right there. He still got the no-hitter. McKenzie gets a no-hitter in his first game back after last season. Oh, my feet are sore. Typically, I'm not the kind of person that would like a foot rub, but I don't like feet. They're weird. The foot stuff is kind of funny, though. It doesn't make me laugh. I like I like the Florida State thing. Yeah, I still call them the Indians. Say what? I probably should put Guardians in the title. That would probably help me out with views, huh? You think that scares people off? Good. If that scares, if you're not gonna, if you're looking for a sports streamer streaming the Indians versus Mariners game, and you're not gonna click me because I still use the real name of the team. That's just contagious, man. I keep calling them the Indians to everybody. I like trick people. Like even people I don't know very well, like, oh, I'll be talking about the Indians. Like, oh, dude, the Indians, they might look pretty good this year. And be like, yeah, I can't wait to go to some Indians games. And they like forget that we're the Guardians. It's true. Oh, it's fun, dude. And I'm in the back of my head, like, yes, I got them. They forgot. The Guards. But people on the internet love calling them the Guardians. Guardians. It's okay. I'm not mad about the name change. Shit happens. I'm not gonna be a bitch about it and complain. It's just stupid and gay and lame. Like, why? We're the Indians, bro. Like, we changed our name. Even if the Redskins people were mad at us, screw them. We took their fucking land. Now we take their names and use them for sports teams. Fucking do something about it. And they did. They kind of did. But it wasn't even the Indians. See, I just said something that was racist and derogatory. And that wasn't even why. It was because the left wing did it. And the right wing is a bunch of they're not about it either. They should have stopped that shit. Oh, you're going to protest? Oh, we're going to go kick your ass. And there's going to be so many of us that the cops can't arrest us. Woo. I don't know, man. Inciting violence is bad. Everything said on the show is satirical and for entertainment purposes only. Threatening people is illegal. We have to say that so we don't get banned. Parental advisory, explicit content. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, another base runner here. And Ty France is up to bat. So bit of a dangerous bat in the 7 hole here in a good situation. Some pressure. But yeah, I don't care if people want to. Yeah, I'm cool with it, Derpy. If people want to call them the Guardians, if that's their thing, that's fine. If they want to rag on me for calling them the Indians, that's fine. I think everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and everyone should be okay with sharing that opinion. There's people who agree with me. There's people that agree with the other side, and that's great. I certainly wouldn't argue with someone about it or be like, oh, no, get out of here, Derpy, shut up. No, I'm not going to be like that guy. But I am going to give my 2 cents from time to time. Oh, well, shit titties. Ty France has a base hit. In comes Haniger. And that is not good. It is 1-0. Oh, I love it. I love it, Derpy. I expect it. Whenever we do, whenever anything remotely negative happens, you can trust Derpy to give up all hope, instantly give up all hope on the season. I love it. See, it works well because I am the forever optimistic person. You know, if we lose this game, I'm just going to be like, 162 game season, plenty of opportunities. Now there comes a point in time in the year where you start to look at things and you get serious. Like last year after the trade deadline, you knew it was over kind of. I wasn't really hyping. I was excited about some of the guys that were going to get opportunities, but they didn't really do that well. Anyways, runners at the corners here for McKenzie. Expected it to be a little rough in his first start. 1 run given up in the bottom of the second. Here with 1 out, if he can turn a double play here, I would say he's still off to a good start potentially. If he gives up like 3 or 4 runs and manages to go like 6 innings, it matters how many innings he can stay in there. Oh boy, McKenzie gets tagged. This ball is way back and it is gone. And everything I just said just got nullified. Dominic Canzone is in the fucking zone. Launches one to center field. And the score is now 4-0. And this suddenly is not fun. God damn, that's what happens in baseball. Yeah, I'm used to this. I've streamed a lot of baseball games in my day. I've been going pretty hard the last 2 years on this shit, so this happens. You go down 4-0, 162 games, you're going to get some that you get fucked a little bit, but hopefully you fuck more than you get fucked, right? What's up, oh God, Rax? Yeah. As I'm saying that, that's funny. As I'm saying, like, yeah, if Tristan can get a double play here, work his way up to 6 innings, it could be a pretty good game for him, pretty good start for him. But it's not like McKenzie is some rookie that barely made the team, and he's going to get some opportunities. Yeah, we just need to get the bats hot. If we get the bats hot in this game, we can come back. Hey, maybe we do the same thing. Drive a runner in, get some guys on base, and then somebody bashes a home run. We just have to do the same shit. See, the nice thing, too, about baseball is you play 9 innings. We're only in the second. Well, 1 run every other inning is going to tie the game by the end of it. That's all we need. Bats need hats. Yeah, the dude from Major League. Bats need hats. First. Is this the first no-hitter alert of the year? I thought there was no-hitter alert in Houston. Is Houston on the receiving end? Or are they getting the no-hitter? Let us find out. Oh, holy fuck. Damn, the Blue Jays are good too. Who the fuck? Yeah, well, the Astros, I mean, if they're 0-4, dude, they probably all were doing steroids or they cheated in some way. They weren't going to go 0-5. Like, no, we're fucking cheating tonight. Bring back the cheating. Steroids, maybe some uppers. You can get away with that pretty easily. Cocaine. Cocaine's in and out of your system real quick. Problem with cocaine is you kind of got to keep doing it throughout the game in order to keep it going. Altuve kind of looks like he's a little geeked out half the time anyways. Dude, how the fuck do you have a no-hitter against Springer, Guerrero, Turner? Oh, where the fuck is they have some injuries, huh? Where's Bo Bichette? Is that Ernie Clement playing shortstop for them? Bless their hearts. Ernie Clement was on the Indians. I liked Ernie. Kiermaier's not bad. I mean, these guys aren't bad, but they're not really. I expected a little more out of Toronto. 1 strike away. Oh, top of the 9th, 2 outs. It is Blanco. Blanco's about to blank him, huh? Oh, he's going to fuck it up. Who's up to bat? Oh, Vlad, dude. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. No, Vlad's getting a hit. Let's go, Vlad. I guess we'll have to keep that up, huh? Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, God, Rax. I mean, it is kind of important to get like at least 1 run on the board. Show them that we can get some hits and get something going early. Oh, yeah, I would walk if I was in this situation. Good point, Derpy. Yeah, intentionally walk Vlad Jr. to give him a better chance. Yeah, on deck. D. Schneider. Mm-mm. Fuck yeah, dude. What is this guy doing pitching to Vlad? He's pitching to Vlad. It's 1 strike, 2 balls. Damn, bunch of home runs. Tucker home run. Yeah, dude, they got roided up. Kyle Tucker, Diaz, Pena. Tucker hit another home run. Diaz hit another home run. Okay. I figured out who's cheating tonight for the Astros. No, Kyle Tucker's good though. He's a really good player. I mean, there's a lot of great players in the MLB. It's a fun sport. It really is. I enjoy it. This is quite late. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I got a good. I mean, I slept. Oh, there's a no hitter going against us. Oh, Vlad Jr. grounded out. That's a no. That's a no. All right, Ramon Laureano is up to bat for the Indians. We're good, dude. All right, so there you go, Blanco. Not familiar with the dude, huh? Ronel Blanco. He is 30 years old. Is he like actually a veteran or no? He's kind of he's young in his career. Oh wow, dude, he had a 4.50 last year, and that was the first year he played 17 games last year and 7 games before that. So this dude had only played 24 career games. Started 7. Only 7 starts, and on his 8th start gets a no-hitter. I mean, yeah, this happens sometimes. You get a guy who works his way into the majors, kind of has 2 iffy seasons, 2 or 3, or maybe 1 iffy year, and then he just has 1 good career year, and then that's kind of it. Looks like Ramon Laureano believes that he was safe here. Stephen Voigt out there beefing, and he's gonna want the review. I really hope Stephen Voigt, the new manager of the Indians, I really hope he's sassy, just like Terry Francona was. I'll be right back. My daughter needs something. Let me know if you need anything else. I'm letting my daughter watch a little extra TV tonight for my opening day stream. Oh, my legs are sore. I've been working out and running a lot and active. No, her Frozen 1 ended, so I had to turn on Frozen 2. And Ramon Laureano is going to win the challenge. He will take his base. It looks like she still needs something. I guess he was actually hit by pitch. Is it working? All right. I don't know. I'm cool with the Sith though, Polly. I kind of fucks with the Sith. I would like to see they should do like a spin-off Anakin Skywalker, but instead he totally beats Obi-Wan in that fight on the lava planet. Just fucking beats us. He just immediately just force chokes Obi-Wan and cuts his head off, and then just goes to the next scene. And then Padme, instead of like being all bitchy, actually joins him, and he kills the Emperor and he starts a new empire, and everything is just like peaceful. I don't know though. It's kind of too late. He joined the dark side of the Force, and the dark side has its temptations. Would he have to be evil? Can you use the dark side without being evil? I feel like you could just. You'd have to like maybe force choke a motherfucker like a good once a week. Get a good force choke in. Other than that, though, you could like do the right thing. Not do any genocide. I think that's the problem with the evil empire. They would like go to planets. Any planet in the galaxy that didn't listen to their order, they would like off a bunch of people. Darth Vader would go there and just shit on everyone with a couple stormtroopers. He would just take out whole planets. It's kind of what was going on between movies. Yeah, they should have one of those movies. The Reign of Vader. Yeah, dude, they need that. They need to make that shit. Just make it a dark movie, like rated R. And you just kind of see how... Because you don't really get to see how evil he truly was. It was just kind of like the cartoonish evil villain, you know? Which I like Star Wars. I like the vibe, the kind of goofiness to it, the kind of cliche-ness. Anyways, 2-2 count for Bo Naylor, the younger Naylor, and he takes a ball. Last year, Josh Naylor and Bo Naylor hit back-to-back home runs. I don't think they were the only two brothers to ever do it, but it's barely ever happened. They might have been the only ones. I know the Griffeys. I mean, that was father-son. That might be even crazier. I don't know. Boba Fett. Yeah, all this. What is boba? I just don't really know what boba tea is. One time I bought like $200 worth of shit from a vape shop. It was like a bunch of like legal THC shit. Oh shit, Bo Naylor does hit a line drive. Base hit. No outs, 2 runners on. All right. All right. We're showing something. We're showing something. But yeah, they gave me like this package and it was like boba, THC boba balls. And the instructions said I was supposed to like put it in tea or something. I just ate one of the boba. I just ate like 2 of the boba balls and then I don't know what happened that night, to be honest with you guys. I woke up 3 hours later like, what the fuck happened? I just skipped through time. You like come to and you're just like watching sports like, whoa, what the fuck happened? All right, here is Brian Rocio. I'm going to have to look up the pronunciation of his name, but we have 162 games. We'll have plenty of time to do such a thing. So for now, I'll call him whatever I want. I'm not really on the bandwagon for this guy. I would think he has potential to be a pretty good guy to have as your number 9 hitter. He has shown some flashes. I think he's had a big moment or 2 late in games, maybe a little clutch DNA. It's too early this year to establish any consistency He did not have much consistency last year, and he is going to whack one. And you know what, Derpy? I am right there with you. That is a base hit into right field, and suddenly the bases are loaded with no outs. And with one swing of the bat, one ball leaving the yard, Cleveland could potentially take the lead here. Fuck yeah, dude. I do kind of like... even though he hasn't had a lot of consistency or a high average or anything like that when he did get his time last year, I do like the swing. I like the swing. He doesn't do anything that alarms you. If you remember with Oscar Gonzalez went off when he was a rookie and he went off in the playoffs. But there was some things about his swing that worried you for his future, and that pitchers would catch on and they would just throw him balls low and outside, and he just could not help but to swing at them. Now Oscar Gonzalez is not on anybody's... he's not in anybody's lineup, I don't think. Have you know there's a couple of former guys. I mean, I just saw Ernie Clement with the Blue Jays, Will Benson getting normal time for the Cincinnati Reds. Nolan Jones, a guy that I liked a lot, he's getting time. Oh shit, the goose gets loose, but good job by the catcher to fend that one off. Ooh, our first loose goose of the streaming season. Almost. Will Benson was ass for us, but yes, I'll shut up about him. Yeah, there's a couple guys. Quan hits one. It's going to be a double play ball, but you know what? God damn it, he beat it out. He beat it out. The speedy Quan puts it in play and does get one run on the board here in the top of the third with the score 4-1. All I was really asking for was just a run. Get that goose egg 0 off the board. And with Quan beating that out, you now have runners at the corners with one out for Andres Jimenez. Last year, Jimenez, bit of a slow season. He ended with a 251 average. As a young guy, I'll take it. When he started off, man, we got him. He was a key piece in the Francisco Lindor trade. Man, him and Rosario did not look good. We got Ahmed Rosario and Jimenez. It did not look very exciting. Those two guys did not start off well. Rosario ended up having a good year in that year, but Jimenez did not. But then the next season, Jimenez, and now perhaps this year, Jimenez whacking one to the outfield. It's going to be caught, but that will do the job. A sacrifice fly, sharply hit ball. If it was hit slightly better, that would have been a base hit. So a good job by Andres right there. I will take that all day. The thing about Andres is he did always have that good looking swing. It wasn't working out at first. He was just young. And he still is quite young. That's the other thing about him. He is 25 now. And he's had 2 years where he's played pretty much most of our games and been a heavy contributor. His rookie year, not his rookie year, but his first year that he was actually good for us, he did make the All-Star game. He did finish 6th in MVP voting for the AL. So let's not forget about that. And the last 2 years, he's been getting hit by hella pitches. Here's Jose Ramirez hitting one into right field. That is going to get down as a base hit. Runners at the corner, 2 outs. Nobody in scoring position there, but the inning stays alive. And the bats are hot. They are beating up this pitcher. They are setting a precedent for the rest of the lineup that we're going to give this guy a hard time, and out comes a pitching coach to discuss things with Hancock, the pitcher. Hancock. I guess he was 7th in Rookie of the Year voting. His rookie year with the Mets, I guess, wasn't too bad. He had to have been young. Yeah, 21 years old. So kind of blew up when he was 23. That year, played 146 games, 17 home runs, 69 RBIs, 20 stolen bases, batted 297. Was fantastic in the field. 26 doubles as well. He was great. Last year, I mean, he had the same amount as doubles. He only had 2 less home runs, and he only had 7 less RBIs. And he had 10 more stolen bases. It's just his batting average was down. His on-base percentage was quite impressive at 37% in that breakout year. It dipped all the way to 31. So that's what you're looking at for him to improve. Well, Josh Naylor is going to ground out to end the inning, but I would say they get the job done by getting 2 runs right there. I'll take that all day. Oh, Josh Naylor has given he's like won us games. He's won us a bunch of games. He's allowed to ground out to end the inning. That's okay. But yeah, Andres is playing well to start the year. It might be a little too early, and we did just play the Oakland Athletics to really jump and get excited. But I would say, like, the way his career has went, I know that first year in Cleveland he batted 218 and it was not pretty. But the last 2 years have been quite solid, and he's only 25. There's a chance he grows and we get even more out of him. And again, you want to start talking about the pathway to this team competing for a World Series this year. Now, Andres taking a step forward from the last 2 years, maybe getting us like 280 batting average, 20 homers at least, another 30 stolen bases, 30 doubles, another 5 triples. That would be one of your stepping stones. What, is there another no-hitter alert? What's going on? Guess what? Chicken butt. Oh. What, did one of our former players hit a home run or something? Oh, you're going to the spring game? Nice. You think, what's that guy? Air Nolan? Air NORAD? He's going to win it, man. I know we got that dude from Kansas State for the Ohio State Buckeyes football. And I guess Devin Brown. I mean, he's wearing number 33 and trying to play quarterback. It's just it would be fun though if he won the job somehow, seeing him. So you think it is going to be Will Howard for sure, the Kansas State transfer, wherever he came from? I don't know. I guess last time we started a transfer, it worked out pretty well, huh? Justin Fields. But here's the thing: is Howard does have the most experience, but what we want is an upgrade from Kyle McCord. And I felt like maybe Kyle McCord really wasn't that bad. He did put up some competing numbers. Oh yes, Derpy. Were you excited about that? Yeah. Derpy is a Cavs, Guardians, Ohio State, but then when it comes to the NFL, he's on the dark side. So you're probably excited, huh? I'll be right back. So what do you think? I imagine you were pretty excited. I mean, Ohio State guy going to your pro team. Now he's not going to start, probably not. I don't know, dude. I know how the Pittsburgh Steelers operate and how Mike Tomlin operates. And that's going to be a competition. I know Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson. He's in there on $1 million contract. He is not. I know they say he's QB1. I'm not buying it. I would think that Justin Fields may be able to play better than him in practice, training camp, preseason. But we'll see. Russell Wilson has also won a Super Bowl and been a very, very prolific. At one point, he was like maybe this guy's the best quarterback. I get that. Other than Tom, not named Tom Brady or like Drew Brees. There's like a couple guys obviously you put out of it, like Rodgers, Brady, Manning, Breeze. But there was a few years that he was in that top 5. Oh, you got pumped up? Hell yeah. I was pretty surprised too. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, when they got Russell Wilson, I was kind of like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess people were talking about the potential of Russell Wilson to Pittsburgh. Anyways, Tristan McKenzie, clean inning here in the bottom of the 3rd with 2 outs, but Haniger has a 3-0 count. And a high fastball gets called for a strike, so 3-1 now. Good bounce back inning for McKenzie so far. We'll see if he can get out of it. His pitch counts up to 60 in 3 innings. I mean, yeah, he'll come out for the 4th. High pop fly to the outfield. And Tyler Freeman, the new center fielder, will take care of business. When I heard Tyler Freeman was going to be our center fielder instead of Miles Straw, I was kind of happy. I'm kind of a Miles Straw defender. I like what he brings defensively. The baseball nerds will tell you that Miles Straw, his advanced fielding statistics are not good. But I watched like a lot of these games, and he kind of balls out. He's good at center field. Oh, dude, some peanuts in the shell. I could go for some peanuts in the shell, dude. Were they in the shell? Well, I could use some sugar right now. I do have a little sugar. Actually, I'm gonna save that sugar. I'm gonna save that. I do have a little Easter candy, but I'm gonna save it. That'll be good to like. I'm gonna go out to the bar this weekend. That'll be good, like when I get home, to help me fall asleep after doing a little bit of Adderall. I mean, know what? Who said what? Drugs are bad, kids. Oh man, I need to like stretch or take a hot bath. Ooh. I'm only 28, so my body should still be responding okay to working out and stuff, but I don't know. I might be an old 28. I have beat the hell out of my body with working out, and then in college I worked out like crazy, but I also partied like crazy. I have never smoked crack. I haven't smoked crack. I probably would though. If there's been many occasions that if someone offered me crack, I would have done it. Like, hey, you drunk as fuck. Want to do some crack? Yes. What movie is that from? I'm not good with my movies and movie references. Well, first batter for the Tribe, Tyler Freeman, a lazy fly ball liner to the first baseman. So it's now up to Will Brennan, who I suppose is worth a small discussion here, a silly willy discussion. I am not big on Will Brennan, but I think he can fill a spot. He hits a blooper into center field, and that's going to be caught. Any 50-50 ball in center field tonight is going to be caught with J-Rod, the young superstar out there. Dude, I was pumped when J-Rod hit that walk-off the other night in extra innings against Boston. I had a parlay going. And he came up to bat against a rookie pitcher. And I was like, that's game, dude. They had already, I think, tied it up. And I was like, that's game. Easy. Yeah, you got to tip the cap. That's the second time tonight we've had to tip our caps to him, huh? Oh, shit, they're giving away his bobblehead tonight. Oh, that looks sick, dude. I want that fucking bobblehead. What is it? I want that. They get Andre Knott got one. Sideline reporter. Oh, they call it the no-fly zone. Oh, I tooted. Wait, what the fuck? Did they say he didn't catch that? Oh, no. Will Brennan was... Okay, I missed it. Laureano got hit by a pitch. So now Bo Naylor. Ugh, those are plays in baseball, man, that come back to bite you right in the ankle. Two outs and you hit a batter and then you never know. And now Hancock unraveling a little bit in this inning. The first two batters he took care of, although Will Brennan did have a pretty nice blooper that not everyone in the MLB would have made that catch. So it might have been a hit against some teams. And there's a 4-pitch walk to Bo. Now 2 base runners. And with Hancock getting real shaky here, somebody could perhaps take full advantage and go yard. Oh, it's Rocchio. All right. If Rocchio gets another one right here, then I'm on the Rocchio bandwagon. Again, I'm pretty confident in Rocchio being a solid number 9 hitter. It doesn't take much to be a solid number 9 guy, but maybe he'll be like, oh, damn, we got this guy at the bottom of our lineup? Shit. You know, a guy that could be in like the 6 hole or the 2 hole for other teams. And we have I imagine they'd move him up in the lineup, though, if he starts playing really well. But yeah, Will Brennan, I mean, there's other outfielders and other guys in the minors that could perhaps push the majors this year. And if Brennan doesn't perform, he could be a man who, well, he's already kind of platooning a little bit. So he could be an odd man out at some point. His rookie year, he played 11 exciting games and had 15 hits. Also had some moments in the playoffs. Batted .357. I know it's only 11 games, but Silly Willy was fun. We were excited about him. He had his moments. Last year was his first real season, real rookie year. And I guess for a rookie, 24 doubles, 41 RBIs, 13 stolen bases, and not a big-time stolen base guy. Oh, Rocchio bounces one right to the pitcher, and he is going to be out. And Hancock, Mr. Hancock, gets himself out of trouble. I guess he did bat .266. It's just the on-base percentage was 29%. That's not great. And then the OPS, because he only hit 5 home runs and he played like 130 games. You just maybe, I guess he hadn't really shown anything his rookie year that he was going to hit a bunch of dingers. He only hit one. But doesn't seem to supply any kind of power. So you're going to have, if you're Will Brennan, you're going to have to hope he's not super fast. You got to be opportunistic about your stolen bases. You got to give us 15 stolen bases. He was pretty good in the strikeout department, did put the ball in play. Only 57 strikeouts in 138 games. That's pretty good. A lot of these games, though, he like pinch hit or got subbed out. So, but the RBI production and the batting average for the amount of actual like plate appearances, definitely no doubt a guy that you want to give another shot. Oh, I had to reload my Spectrum. They were telling me, I got some emails from my power company that I was going to get some bad weather. I live in North Canton. Really, I live in like Belden Village, Jackson, Lake Cable. Those are all like kind of fancy. Belden Village is like this dope ass mall shopping center, giant fucking like 5-block area with every single restaurant and store you could imagine. Best Buys, Walmarts, fancy restaurants, steakhouses, everything. And the mall is nice as hell. Lake Cable, a bunch of $1 million houses around a lake. And then Jackson, Ohio is like an uppity, yuppie, rich area. So yeah, I'm like, I don't like to say my address technically is Canton, but if you look at where I'm actually at, it's really not Canton. I'm on the very, very verge of Canton, closer to North Canton. But let's see. I'm looking at this radar. Dude, this radar is ass on the weather app. What does that mean? Are those the clouds? Where's the time? This is confusing me. Well, anyone on iPhone that uses the weather app, this shit sucks. The radar blows. I'm about to download a different shit. In 15 minutes, it's about to rain, so hopefully that doesn't fuck up the stream. Well, that's not that bad. The catcher Cal Raleigh up to bat. 1 down already here in the bottom of the 4th for McKenzie, and now he's up against the catcher. I think Raleigh is one of those guys who fits into the Mariners theme where he can get some clutch hits and clutch home runs and walk-offs, but I don't think overall he's a very dangerous hitter. And every time I say something the opposite happens, there is a base hit slashed by the second baseman, and Raleigh is aboard. Starting to get a little sweaty here for McKenzie. He's given up 4 runs in 3.1 innings of work. You perhaps don't want to overwork him in his first game back. So I really wouldn't want to see him pitch more than 85 pitches. But we'll see. Ty France, 1 for 1 today. Bit of a dangerous bat. I'm not even going to announce anyone's batting average on the season. It's not time for that yet. It's not fair. He is batting .313, though. It's crazy that going 3 for 10 in baseball is elite. That's how hard it is. 3 hits in every 10 at-bats is elite. The 1-1 right over the middle, but McKenzie took a lot of heat off of that one. It's only 76 miles per hour. Deceptive pitch. Nice work. Come on, he needs a strikeout. He hasn't really fanned many batters. Come on, Tristan, get the K. 1-2, high. High. Does he have any fucking strikeouts yet? He's got to have at least one. He's got 2 strikeouts. Let's go. Get a third. The 2-2. All the way down to the pitch clock. High, fouled off again, huh? I have to be careful because I know that shit's ahead of me. Why are we still looking at Will Brennan's stats? We're just staring at Will Brennan. Poor guy. Under the microscope. This one's going to be hit and off the glove of Jose Ramirez. A play that Jose usually makes. I wouldn't really call it an error. It was a tough one. Got a hole in his glove or something. What the fuck was that? Man, France putting a nice swing on that outside pitch. Oh. Yeah, Jose just kind of thought that one was a little bit easier than it actually was. And now out comes Carl Willis, who is still our pitching coach. Good to see a familiar face in there. It's weird not having Francona. Francona always kept us on the map because he was such a legendary coach. He kept us super relevant. He's one of the most legendary coaches of all time. And he spent a long time in Cleveland. There was what was the ridiculous stat on him that he had only coached like 20 games in his 10-year career in Cleveland. Only 20 games that they were officially eliminated from playoffs. Like typically in the at least the last 5 games, even if it was kind of a long shot, we would still have a chance. There'd only be at worst 4 games a year in our off years that we weren't in it. But there was a lot of good years for this team. Those Lindor, Ramirez, Kluber, Clevenger, Bauer years when they always had them good pitchers. It was a good time. It still is. I like what they have going on. It's a lot of young guys. They do have 4 established bats in this lineup, I would say. Juan, Jimenez, Ramirez, and Naylor. Those guys have done enough in their careers to be established, threatening bats. We obviously have a stud top 10 pitcher in Bieber. We have some potential studs that could be big-time pitchers. All 3 rookies last year who were good. Gavin Williams, Logan Allen, Tanner Bybee. There might have been another one. Some arms in the minors with some potential. Tristan McKenzie. Perhaps, maybe this game is not vindictive of the whole season and he still puts together a good year. Anyways, 2-2 with 2 men aboard. Big time play. It's going to be hit off the glove of somebody, and then Andres grabs it, throws it to first. Both Naylor and McKenzie were there, and they're going to call him safe. Bases loaded, 1 out. Yeah, this isn't looking good at the moment. It's still my feed might be a little bit behind because I'm watching on my computer, on my streaming service through Spectrum. But I'm not looking at that other screen. I try not to look at that other screen so I don't get any spoilers. And they're gonna pull Tristan. Okay. Bases loaded, one out. Hopefully some reliever comes in fresh, gets a double play, and we're out of the jam. But Tristan will not get a chance to get out of the jam. And I'll tell you what, in this situation, I don't know. I feel like Francona would have totally left him out there. So maybe a bit of a difference. Perhaps Stephen Voigt having a quicker trigger finger when it comes to pulling pitchers. Francona did not like to use his bullpen unless he absolutely had to. And I understand the reasoning, right? Think about it like this. In baseball, 3 out of 10 is really good, right? That's batting 300. That's a 30% chance. So really, no matter who you are, at best, you can do the math like this. At best, they have a 30% chance of getting a hit. At best. That might not be the actuality. Typically, it's more like 22, 25, depending on the batter, of course, and the situation. And of course, the human element has a big impact on this. But I think Francona kind of went by the math and said, hey, really? 300 is good. Let's just use that number. 30% chance. Okay, in this situation, Tristan McKenzie, there's a 30% this next guy is going to get a hit. So that means there's a 70% chance that you're going to get this guy out, and we didn't have to use a bullpen arm. And you do that enough times over the season, it saves innings in your bullpen and keeps arms fresh out of the pen for the playoffs. So, I mean, I see the reasoning. I didn't love it all the time, but again, this is one of the most legendary coaches of all time. So I'm not going to sit here and go against Francona. I was critical of some of them. Sometimes it was like, come on, dude, just pull him. I get your logic. Just pull him, please. He's going to fuck up. And in this situation, yeah, I would say McKenzie was probably going to allow another run there. So bring in a reliever. They're going to bring in the Sandman. Exit light. And tonight, he's really not that hardcore, but he's like a skinny dude that is the sidearm pitcher. He does not match. Like, you'd figure, like, if someone's nickname was the Enter Sandman, they would be like some big burly dude. And then you see Nick Sandlin coming out, little fucking shrimpy sidearm dude. But a 1-2 count here for Urias. The 9-hole hitter, chance for the Sandman to get out of this one. Here's the 1-2, and swung on, belted foul. Oh yeah, dude, his walk-up song would be Enter Sandman. Oh, I still listen to Metallica all the time. I listen to a lot of different music. I'll listen to like Metallica and then like the next song, Lady Gaga. I have an insane taste of music. And then like some, I'll make fun of the modern day rappers, but also listen to some of their songs. Anyways, 2-2 now. Come on, baby. Get us out of the jam. Pitches low, popped foul. Oh, somebody has a chance. Josh Naylor going for it, and he could not get there in time. Bit of a hefty boy. You know, it's funny that Josh Naylor used to play outfield, and then he broke his leg. And then he bulked. He did a bulking phase, eating like hella protein and bananas and steaks just all day long. Just bananas and steaks every single meal, and protein powder and steroids. Dude, Naylor really wasn't that hyped up of a guy. When he broke his leg, it was kind of like, this guy was playing pretty well, but I don't know. He broke his leg. I don't know if he's really ever going to come back. I guess if he does, not a bad guy to have on your team. We'll see. And then boom, he comes back and he's just him. His pronouns are him, Himothy. He's like, he's had a lot of walk-off game-winning hits and clutch hits. Whew. Sandlin goes low and outside, and Urias just won't fucking go away. He fouls one off again. Man, the sidearm pitchers should learn how to throw normal too. That would be very deceptive. If you could throw both normal and sidearm, you could fuck people up. Oh my God, he almost fucking hit him. And he walked him on a full count. So that means he was scared, dude. He was fucking scared of the 9-hole. Dude, it's the 9-hole hitter. Feed him a fastball down the fucking middle on a full count and see if he can actually hit it. Chances are he's going to ground down to a double play and we're out of the inning. But no, you walk a guy in. Let us peep the Sandman and see what we think about him. I feel like he's an all right reliever, but I don't know. Ooh, our bullpen is not really looking that sharp this year. I'm not very excited about this. I guess there's guys that probably have yet to pitch. Maybe. Because we have been winning a lot of games. And now J.P. Crawford is going to pop one into center field. This will be enough to get a... Oh, wait! Tyler Freeman! Oh, he gunned him down! That looked like a sacrifice fly and a double play. And Miles Straw, I'm sorry. You are going to be staying in the minors, my friend. Thank you for your service. It was fun, but we have a new center fielder in Cleveland. They taught Tyler Freeman how to play center field. He's just kind of a baseball guy. I'm sure he knew how to play center field. Everybody knows kind of how to play center field. He's in the fucking majors. He's an athletic guy. I got to stop saying that. Oh, they taught him how. Like, he could figure it out. But he's done a fantastic job. I like his bat as well. So I like this dude moving forward as our next good center fielder. That's probably going to ultimately let us down. It's always Bradley Zimmer. Grady Sizemore actually had baller ass seasons. He just got hurt. But yeah, in terms of Sandlin just got his ass bailed out right there. He would already let up 2 runs. Only played 34 games as a rookie at age 24 a couple years ago. Had a 2.94 in 33 innings. That's a good start to your career. And then yeah, he's been good. 2.25. Not a high amount of innings though. Last year did tick up to 3.75. That's still respectable and a guy that you do want to have in your bullpen, but not really a high inning guy, but I'll take it. He did get a win this year. Has pitched 2 innings. So, I mean, yeah. Sandlin's pretty good. We'll find out. You never know with bullpen guys year to year. Sometimes they just shit the bed and fall off. Yeah, but let's look at our active roster. We got to have more than this. This does not excite me at all. That stat sheet does not excite me. Okay, Barlow he is a veteran, but he already kind of fucked up. Oh, they have a Beatty now? Okay, what is it? Hunter Gaddis suddenly just being a bullpen guy? That doesn't excite me. Tim Herron? No. I like Eli Morgan. That's a good guy. What happened to our bull? We had a good-ass bullpen last year. Where'd everybody go? Well, we're going to be depending on some of these guys to actually do something. Is Karinchak on the 40 man still? Oh, okay. Xavier Curry is he's really good. Okay, so he's injured. So we'll get Curry back. Thank God. I knew something was missing because that was not a good look. Hentage is too. And Karinchak. Okay. Oh, and this Lively guy isn't bad either. So, oh, and Stefan too got all fucked up. Oh, and Gavin Williams is hurt. Dude, our pitching staff is fucked right now. These guys are all major league contributors. Gavin Williams is a starter. Stefan, an excellent reliever. Lively, veteran reliever, might be able to help us out. Karinchak, kind of a large question mark ever since they banned the sticky stuff. Well, his stuff went with the sticky stuff. He did not have the same stuff. Hentages, I think, has showed a level of consistency. Might not be good, that great, but is consistent. And Curry was kind of he could do like 4 innings when we needed him to. Oh boy, Stephen Kwan up to bat. A blooper that just goes foul. Let's see if Kwan can get a rally started. We're only down by 3. It's the top of the 5th. Plenty of time, folks. Kwan in the center field. I think you know the result. Going to be caught by J-Rod. Oh, shit. Yeah, Mike Trout with a don't fucking forget about me bitch game. 2 for 4, 2 home runs. I love Mike Trout. I'm a fan. I mean, he's just probably the best, actually the best player when it comes down to it. I get that he's getting a little old, but he's at one of those turning points where he's either going to like start falling off or have 5 straight baller ass career years out of nowhere when people were doubting him. That happens, man. Dude, Salvador Perez has been hanging on like 3 years longer than I expected him to. What's up, Charles? Yeah, let's go Indians. Whoa. Chief Wahoo lives on. I keep the Chief Wahoo alive. Whenever I'm like in public or talking to people, I always say something like, oh, I can't wait to go to an Indians game. And it works. Keep calling them the Indians to everyone because they will forget. People forget about the name change. You can trick people. And they'll be like, yeah, I like the Indians. I think they're going to be good this year. And it's like in the back of your head, like, yes. I've done that so many times. Oh, you're in paradise? What do you mean by being in paradise? Are you in Paradise, Nevada? Like Las Vegas? Because I know there is a sector of, there's like a little city in Las Vegas that's called Paradise. Is that like the one little part that they legalized prostitution? Because I know prostitution's legal in Nevada, but not technically in Las Vegas. It's like a weird thing. Because that would just be too much. It's already Sin City. Like, come on. Oh, the Bahamas. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably, fuck. It's probably real nice down there. Oh, I didn't even think I went to a beach last summer. Fuck me. Damn. I grew up like 25 minutes east of Cleveland in Concord, Ohio, which is kind of right by Mentor Headlands Beach. So, I mean, I grew up a little beachy, getting a little beachy. My grandparents had a house in a vacation home in Florida, Cape Coral, Fort Myers. I'm a big fan of beaches, though. I love the beach. I like the beach. I like to tan. I like to look at the booties. Do a little hollering. Work on the Riz. Get hammered. Swim. We can work out at the beach. There's just so many, play volleyball. There's so many things to do at the beach. Oh boy, 2 outs here. Full count for Jose Ramirez and a fly ball gets us nowhere. So 3 of our best hitters go down. 74 degrees. Ooh, that sounds nice. That's nice and comfortable. Now, Bahamas, is that in the same time zone? I'm in Ohio. Would that be? Let's see here. Where is exactly the Bahamas? We're about to go street view up in this bitch. Oh, we're going in. Hopefully there's some street views here so we can pop in on some of these beaches. All right, let's see. Ah, there we go. Oh, damn. That's a little island out there. Oh, shit. Dang. Shit, you got that place to yourself. Are you at this Atlantis Paradise Island, Bahamas? Oh, man. Paradise Island. There it is. Let's see if they got street view. Fuck. They don't even let you have a street view. They're like, nah, if you want to see what paradise looks like, you got to go there. I do like looking at maps. I have a fascination. Oh, they got a golf. Yeah, they got a golf course on there too. There's a beach called Smuggler's Beach. I imagine that's where all the real fun happens. Oh, okay, so you like work down there? Damn. I'm kind of stuck. I live near Canton, Ohio. It's nice in the summer. Ohio gets nice in the summer. I mean, it's all right. The winter sucks, but then it makes the summer even funner. Let's see. I can't get a street view anywhere in the Bahamas. Or anywhere, at least in Nassau. Nah, Google ain't sending none of their fucking little cars down there. Goddamn. Come on, Google. You know the cars with the 3D camera? Oh, that's cool. You work for the government? Oh, interesting. So like of like the Bahamas? Native of the Bahamas? Whoa. Or native of I'm probably not saying that right. Nassau. That's pretty neat. I talked to a lot of people from the Philippines with the NBA basketball streams. Oh, people in the Philippines love betting NBA. They're always coming in asking like, "Oh, I got who how many points does Jared Allen have? I've got the over, I've got the under." Okay, citizen of the Bahamas. That's cool. I want to see what it looks like. No, I can't get any street views. Damn. I guess that's kind of cool though. You got to go there if you want to know what it looks like. I was able to get a lot of good street views in the Philippines. Maybe something out here. No. No. I guess it would be kind of hard for Google to send one of those cars over there, huh? What about Havana? Havana, yeah. I know that's not Bahamas, but can I get a street view? Oh. Damn. No. Nope. But yeah, that's awesome. I need to travel out of the country. Just like any metropolitan city, just an island flavor. Yeah, that's how a lot of the world is. As in America, people seem to think that we're like some super superior country and everywhere else is kind of a dump or fucked up. That's what our news tries to teach us. And I don't buy into any of that. Even though I've never gone outside of the country, I've seen enough street views and enough pictures of places and news sources from other places that we're a little brainwashed up here. But everywhere kind of is at the same time. I guess why wouldn't you be? I've never been to Canada. Oh, nice. So you're right on par with the US dollar. Makes things easy. You don't have to. Yeah, some places it's bad. It's like one US dollar is like 1,000 of their dollars, and it's all confusing and stuff. That makes it simple. All right, let's see here. This is my first real Indians stream of the year. What have I not talked about yet? Ah, yes. Esteban Florial. This guy. Bit of a new name. I think he may have played a tiny bit last year. Oh, he has. Okay. He's played like 30, 40 games for the Yankees in his career. And that's it. We must have picked him up somehow. He is 26 years old already. I thought he was like a younger guy. So yeah, I guess there's probably not much hype, although I assume he probably played a lot of minor league games. So if we want to figure out what's up with this dude, we'll probably want to look at his minor league stats. He has been getting some time and some starts. The Yankees are a good team, so it's not easy to get a whole bunch of at-bats for the Yankees. Okay, he's played 8 years in the minors. Batting average 269. So nothing that really pops off the charts here. He's played all over the place. This is way too hard to figure out. I'm just going to take that 269 and say that's kind of iffy and say that this guy will probably get replaced by a guy who's actually been in the Indians farm system. Oh, you're an Orioles fan. You guys stole our thunder. I thought we were going to be the young team with all the rising stars. And a couple of the guys we were depending on fell off. There were some good guys, though, that are looking good for us. But y'all had all them dudes. That's the scary part, though, of when you're a young team. Sometimes guys have really good years young in their career and then never do the same thing again. But I wish the Baltimore Orioles well. I have no gripe with them. I have a tad bit of gripe against the Baltimore Ravens. But as I've grown older in age, it's kind of hard for me to just, the Baltimore Ravens, screw them. You know, it's hard for me to dislike another organization of grown men just because they're the opposite. They're the rival of my group of men. I don't know. I respect the Baltimore Ravens for sure. Oh, the Dolphins. I personally, that people are saying bad things about Tua. I'd pay him. I'd give him his big money. I like Tua. And I think Tyreek Hill has a argument to potentially be one of the best wide receivers of all time. And then Jalen Waddle. Yeah, there's a lot to like about the Miami Dolphins. That Mike McDaniel, that dude's a genius. They didn't have any really like good running backs necessarily, but they played really well. And they had a great run game. Granted, it was kind of opened up by the pass game. I felt bad for them in the playoffs. They kind of got screwed over. They had injuries, and they had to play in freezing-ass Kansas City. Now, of course, the Chiefs had to play in that weather too. It's like everybody, puts their pants on one leg at a time. Although there might be some freak shows that just jump into their pants. Who knows? Like a goddamn jump rope. But at the same time, yeah, they're a little bit more used to playing in cold weather. And sometimes in games with shitty weather like that, you have, a Patrick Mahomes and a Travis Kelce kind of puts you over the top. Those guys have two guys that have played through a lot of bullshit and been through a lot of situations. I know a lot of people are kind of saying, oh, Miami made the playoffs and then they totally flopped. I didn't really think they played that bad in that game. They were missing both of their defensive ends, which, like, playing against the Chiefs without your DNs is pretty tough. They played some good red zone defense. I respected what they did against the Chiefs. Awesome jerseys. Yeah, only football team to go undefeated. Good history. I like the Dolphins are cool. Miami is a cool city. I'd like to go there and party. They actually have bars that are open till 6 a.m. In Ohio, everything closes at 2:30. It's like you hear that song, closing time, final call for alcohol. It's like, no. I'm on uppers. I want to party more. No. I can go till 7 a.m. easy. Come on, let's keep this thing going. What do you mean final call for alcohol? This should be like the midpoint of the night. Me and my buddy, we're always driving home like, God damn it, dude, what can we do? Back in the college days, you kind of always had like a group of people for the after party. But now we're old. I mean, 28, I'm still relatively young. And I don't take that for granted. But it's definitely not the same as college trying to party. All right, well, new pitcher for the Indians. Couple guys on base here. It's going to be Cade Smith. I am not familiar with this guy at all. We just looked at some of the injuries for this pitching staff, and I think Cade Smith is one of the guys that is getting playing time right now because of these injuries. But I'll be right back. Let's see here. Make things a little bit easier on myself. There we go. Now I got the big screen going. All right. Hey. Sweet. Oh. All right. That's a little cleaner. I let my daughter fall asleep watching something. I don't let her watch something to fall asleep every night. But it was a special occasion. This is my first big baseball stream of the year. I was live for the opening day, but I had to do a vertical stream because I had some issues with my internet and my power. So I had to do like a janky ass stream in my car using my computer was like running out of battery. I had things plugged into my car. I was using the phone, how you can turn Wi-Fi connection on your phone and hook my laptop up to that. So it was kind of fun. The vertical streams, you get a lot more views doing the vertical streams, just doing in front of your phone. But I don't know. When I scroll through them vertical streams, it's like, oh my God. Everybody thinks they can be a streamer, you know? I feel like they got to make a rule, like, at some point. There's just too much live content right now. And I guess when I first started, sure, I can look back at some of the stuff I did when I first started and say, yeah, that was bullshit. I sucked. But I also constantly tried to get better and better. And I like to have a real show, right? I like to have StreamYard, a bottom ticker, visuals. I can change the camera. Now I'm big. Now it's just me. And we got this, and we can pull up the stats, and I got my picture, and we got the actual little game feed. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, you get a bunch more views. Like it's a like I might get like 100 views on YouTube doing this. Sometimes I get a lot more. But if I do that, I'm probably getting 400 minimum. But then it's like, it's not as good content. So I'm not going to sell out for the vertical streams because I don't want YouTube to turn into TikTok. YouTube is turning into TikTok. If you want to do them fucking... Now again, I like my dude does it and I like what he's doing, but I know at some point he's going to be like, okay, I want to do my actual shit where I can share my screen and put together something, you know, like a show, like you were watching TV or something, you know? But it is what it is. He does a good job, and I do want to do some vertical streams just because it is good to chat, and it focuses on the chat and you can engage with people. But I don't know. There's too many people that are just doing it. All you have to do is hit a button and hold your phone, and I don't know. What's up, Cameron? How's it going? How's the Mets looking so far this year? I haven't really looked at their team. I guess I could take a gander. See what the Mets got going on. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, Stan? What do I call you? What do you go by? I assume you don't want to go by Stan Van Jeremy. Yeah, I would like to do a live stream. I'd like to have you on my Wacky Wisdom podcast. I'm a little bit busy this week. I'm going to be bouncing around. I'm going to be visiting I'm going to go up to my parents' house with my daughter this week. I'll probably do a little bit of content there. We might be able to I might be able to spin something this week. But yeah, Pinga. All right, I can get used to that. I figured that's pretty good, Pinga. What's up, Pinga? It'll take a little bit getting used to, but I can do it. I go by a lot of different aliases. I have a friend group that knows me by Johnny. Because I looked I went to college in 2014. That was the year Johnny Manziel was drafted. Oh shit, here we go. Deep shot for Tyler Freeman. It's in the no-fly zone. Here goes J-Rod trying to make a play. It's off his glove and over the fence. Oh, no-fly zone. And on bobblehead night for Julio Rodriguez, a great center fielder, a young superstar in the league, the other center fielder, the center fielder of the Cleveland Indians, Tyler Freeman, hits one deep, and that was enough to be a home run, and just off the glove of Rodriguez, falling to the ground, looking at his glove. Where's that ball? It's not there, buddy. I like J-Rod a lot. That's a really hard play to make for even the greatest center fielders of all time. He'll kind of laugh that one off. The camera just zeroed in on Rodriguez. He's just like, fuck. Kind of like laughing it off like, fuck. Yeah, I'm definitely, what I wanted to do is like, basically we'll chat back and forth on Twitter and use that as like a little brainstorm spot. Anything you think of that would be good for us to talk about. Obviously, sobriety and growing through things. I listened to your longer video that you had on there, and definitely some good talking points in there. What's up, Luigi? You're going for the Mariners? You got money? I get a lot of viewers from Facebook for the NBA streams. I know from the Philippines. A lot of people like to gamble on sports, just as we do here in America. Yeah, fuck Seattle. I mean, I don't mind the Mariners. I kind of like the Mariners as a team, to be honest. They're a fun team that like comes back and wins a lot of games in the clutch. But hey, no matter who you are, when you're playing the Indians, fuck you. Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll have some good stuff. I was kind of in a down period the last couple months, just kind of taking some time. I really hit it hard in 2023. 2021 and 2022, I went pretty hard, but 2023 in specific, I put out a lot of shit. A lot of like 200 podcast episodes and probably another 200 sports streams, at least 150. So I went crazy. So I needed some time to kind of reflect on everything that I've done. And, you put in a ton of work and maybe it's not going exactly where you want. And, I had my struggles with mental health, and that when you're a streamer, that sometimes can bleed in, right? I do like to share stories from my life and that. And sometimes I think I treated this like a little bit of a counseling session and talked about my feelings, which could be fun. A lot of times I made good viewpoints out of that. But now things are a lot more cleaned up in my life, at least where I'm at mentally. So, yeah. Well, he likes Toronto. Giovanni, he's up in Canada. Oh, what team? Oh, he's the Oakland Athletics, though. The Oakland Athletics describe him the most. Yeah, ditching the people that love them for greener pastures. The Oakland fans have been pretty good fans for that team, and now they're going to go to Las Vegas. Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, Cameron. I do want to see what the Mets have going on. I'll tell you what, I did not like them spending $80 million on Scherzer and Verlander last year. And it didn't work out. So I thought that was I don't know. I guess if you have the money, why not spend it? But those guys didn't do much. Let's see here. What do we want to sort by? Games played. Yeah, the young Francisco Alvarez. Okay, so you guys got a good young offensive catcher who I think is definitely going to be a stud. Obviously, Pete Alonso. Jeff McNeil could be a guy. Guys like him, when they start getting to 32, could be due for a progression or could pop off. It's the MLB. You never know with guys. Of course, Francisco Lindor. although he's been a little bit slow so far in New York, I think that obviously I'm an Indians fan. I love Francisco Lindor. Beatty at third base. I've always liked Nimmo. Starling Marte at age 35. You're not going to get the same type of factors that he typically would bring to your team in his younger days. Looks like they brought in Harrison Bader. I like that acquisition to play center field. And then other than that, I'm not quite familiar. I think for sure Alvarez, Alonso, and Lindor should go ham. And then we'll see, let's make sure that Brett Beatty is going to be a good third baseman. I think he will be. And then if McNeil, Nimmo, and Marte and Bader all give you something, they're veteran players that are capable. That's eight pretty good players in your lineup. So not bad. And then we don't really have the full pitching stats. Severino, Quintana, and McGill. I can't speak much to these guys. Obviously, I've heard of Severino. Bad start to the year. Happens. Yeah, I'm not going to know many of these guys. I do recognize some of these names. I guess this bullpen might be all right. But yeah, I mean, the Mets are one of those teams where they have a player, one of my favorite players in Francisco Lindor. So most years I would not root for the Mets or care about them that much. But as long as they have Lindor, and I do like Pete Alonso. I like Alvarez too. He's got that swag. I like him. So yes, I do wish the Mets well. I feel as if last year there was some misery. I guess they're off to a bad start, but hopefully they get things turned around. Last year was miserable. I mean, to have the highest payroll of baseball and just nothing really materialized for them. Their stud guys not really doing what they should. Yeah, there's a lot of teams I gotta check out. I mean, I'm thinking of doing just a full stream at some point this week where I just sit down and just go team by team and just quickly evaluate the lineups and pitching staffs so far, like I just did right there. There's a couple teams that pretty much got the same thing going on. Texas, Seattle's pretty similar. We don't even really have to look at Oakland. We won't spend much time on that. Houston didn't really do anything big acquisition-wise. Didn't need to. I'd like to see what the Rays have going on. Who the hell's on the Nationals? Oh, I'd probably know. If I clicked and looked, I'd probably know everybody. Atlanta is pretty much the same team, and I think Philly kind of is too. Philly's dangerous. Pittsburgh is off to like a 5-0 start or some shit. What's up with that? Milwaukee is they just won't go away. Them and the Giants, somehow, some way, they're competitive every goddamn year. Oh, looks like the Indians did manage to get a run. Oh, yeah, that's right. We saw that. That was the home run. So they're only down by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. There is a chance that they can still win this ball game. I have not given up hope. Still a very watchable game. In fact, maybe we should get a little skin on this one, huh? For a comeback. That's always fun. When your team is losing, it's always fun to bet on them because then you actually care a little bit more. Because there is a lot of NBA, or there's a lot of MLB games. You can very easily just play the 162 games. It's just one night. I don't care if we lose. We're down by 2 in the 6th. But no, let's put our money where our mouth is. It started raining outside, and now I have to pee really bad. All right. What are we looking at? Cleveland. What is this? The Guardians? I thought that was our minor league team. No, we're the Indians. Huh, someone must have made a typo. That's funny. Oh, plus I love it. Let's do $2. No, I'm not gonna waste. No. $1 to win. Oh, dude, we're at plus 420 right now. Blaze up. Yeah. I'm in. JP Crawford up to bat with 2 outs. Nice 97 mile per hour inside fastball by Smith, who has pitched well here. Cade Smith. Again, probably a guy that is getting playing time because of the injuries to the Indians pitching staff. But hey, this is a time when you get to see some arms you wouldn't normally see, and usually you get at least one guy to rise out of that who helps you out for the rest of the year. Xavier Curry, one of the better guys now in our bullpen. Hopefully he continues off what he did last year. He got a lot of playing time from injuries, and now that's a name that I like to see in our bullpen. So kind of happens for every team. All right, 1-2 count. Smith versus Crawford. JP 0-3 on the day. That one just a little bit outside. He lays off. Bring him the gas. Oh, God. Juan Soto is leading the league in hits already. Of course, he's going to have a career year on the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Swung on, drilled, bounced. Andres Jimenez and his golden glove there at the second base corrals the ball and makes the play. Inning over. All right, Cade Smith. I like you. You can stay for now. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go pee-pee. Oh, I was going to get more coffee. Just a little bit. Oh, yeah. I should probably cut myself off on the coffee so I can fall asleep. All right, there you go. We got a hit. No outs. We have a base runner. Rocchio drills one, but it's going to hang up in the air. He is going to be out. Great. So Bo Naylor got on board. Good to see him doing something. What's going on? I have 24 viewers on Twitter, and we have yet to see a comment from Twitter. Is this just a bunch of bots watching me? Who are you? You cannot just watch me without commenting. I'm just kidding. Must be a bunch of bots or something. I don't know what's going on there. Or maybe people are getting coverage from me. I don't know. Weird. Something seems off about that. I'll take it. Take all that I can get. All right, 1 and 2 count here for Stephen Kwan. Top of the 7th. It is the time to start doing things, but not quite desperation mode. Kwan with a bad swing on a pitch that is way inside. Boy, those inside pitches are a bit in his wheelhouse. He does have the ability to really turn those hips and get around on the ball. But that one just way too far inside. Oh, good job by Spear, the pitcher. Oh, great. All right, Andres up to bat. 0 for 2. He might be due. Let's go, Andres. You got this. 5 RBIs in the season already for Andres. How about a triple? He's not bad at triples. He had 5 triples last year. Ahmed Rosario was the man at getting triples. He led the league 2 years in a row or something like that for us. Andres thinking about a bunt there. It's going to result in a strike taken. Andres a good bunter. They do have him bunt freely. If he feels like he can get a bunt single, he will go for it. With 2 outs, you're not trying to move the runner. You are trying to get a bunt single. Perhaps he's just being deceptive, and he fouls one off himself. The ball actually went in play, and that must have gotten the pad. How the hell do you foul a ball off yourself that hard and not be in significant pain? Andres might be hard as fuck, dude. Let's see that again. Where'd it get him? Oh, it got him on the foot, but I think it hit that pad. Yeah. It still probably hurts a little bit. But for the way that ball ricocheted into play, he's pretty hard. Not a bad pitch to hit, but a swing and a miss, and Andres goes down. Not the worst night for the Indians offense. They are out hitting the Mariners, but the score stands at 5-3. Piss. Piss coming out my ass. I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I wasted $1, didn't I? It's funny. My account was exactly at $10, and I put $10 in my account on, was that Saturday? And I did a bunch of bets on Saturday. I was doing kind of shitty until that Mariners comeback victory and over an extra innings with the J-Rod walk-off. And I actually did a parlay for the UFC fight night. I just took both underdogs of the last 2 fights, and I didn't really know the fighters that well because I'm just getting into UFC. Obviously, it's a fight night. You're not going to, a casual fan, new fan like me isn't going to know that much. I mean, I've heard things of obviously I know like a little bit about the history, Conor McGregor and a lot of, Brock Lesnar and certain guys. And I watch a lot of old fights. But yeah, you're a fight night. I'm not really going to know it's the people. I thought the chick fight was the main fight of the night. I thought it was pretty good. The one girl was like 24 and the other one was 34. And you could tell like the age and experience really helped her out. The 24-year-old girl, she was aggressive. She was getting in there. But every time she just kept attacking and just getting countered and just punched in the face. And it almost looked like she was the more aggressive fighter and almost kind of winning. But if you were really watching, she was getting her shit wrecked. And her face was all fucked up and the other girl wasn't. I'm kind of more into blondes anyway, so I'm happy the blonde won. And I bet on her. So I won that parlay. And when you bet both the underdogs in the UFC, they weren't crazy underdogs. So it wasn't too insane that I won. But yeah, I'll take it. All right, here comes Hunter Gaddis, who has had opportunities over the last few years as a starting pitcher. Has not been very successful. But now getting a shot as a reliever. I don't know if he legitimately made the team. Perhaps the injuries paved a way for him. He has been a consistent player in the minor league system and is not terrible in the majors. When he played for the Rubber Ducks, I knew some people that smoked weed with him. Shh, don't tell anybody. I lived in like kind of the Akron area, and I was with a girl who had a friend who was dating a player on the Rubber Ducks, and they said there was this big guy with a beard named Hunter, and he was fucking huge, and they smoked a blunt with him, and he was cool as hell. And I was like, hell yeah, Hunter Gaddis, cool guy. So I like him. I'm sure at this point you probably can't get away with that, but in the minors you can for sure. I don't know. Actually, I don't think MLB test for weed, do they? I know the NBA doesn't anymore. Although guys, if they wanted to get high for games, they would. Like, dude, J.R. Smith, come on. A lot of guys said it helped with their anxiety playing in front of all those people. I would kind of be like, I don't know. Although last time I went to an NBA game, I was really, really stoned. I was also kind of wasted and maybe on pills. But I didn't bug out or nothing. So maybe there's something to it. But I have had times with marijuana that has caused me to be anxious. I don't know. These days I can kind of get fucking blazed out, dude. I can take some crazy edible and just be like listening, I don't know, just chilling, dude. Listen to Kid Cudi or something. I used to get anxiety attacks though from marijuana. It's been good though. But again, parental advisory, explicit content, viewer discretion is advised. Drugs are bad. Do not do drugs. Everything I just said there was satirical and not true and for entertainment purposes only. Boom. See, if you say all that stuff, then you can actually say whatever you want. Shh. I'm sneaky. Well, Hunter Gaddis, 8 pitches, has allowed 2 base runners, so maybe he got a little bit too high before the game tonight. What if like someone was watching my stream and like tweeted at the Indians and then he got like a drug test and failed and got kicked off the team and I just ruined this fucking dude's career? I'd feel bad. But I think pro sports are kind of getting with they're getting the message that this can be a therapeutic medicine for these players. It actually has anabolic properties to it. It can help with muscle recovery. Believe it or not. It's crazy like what little substances can have an impact on muscle growth. I'm on a medication for whatever, mental health, blah, blah, blah. Let's not go there. Oh, God, Hunter Gaddis getting bashed. Mitch Haniger flings one into left field. Going home and thrown out is J-Rod. And there you go. No run will score. And Stephen Kwan ready to gun you down. Takes care of business with a great throw. That one hit pretty much to Kwan. A bouncer grabbed it. And then really it was Ramirez. Kwan decided not to just launch it home. He hit his cutoff man. Trusted Jose Ramirez, who made a quick turn. And you know what? Looking at the replay, I'd like another look at that. Perhaps maybe Rodriguez got a foot in. No, they're not going to bother with it. I don't know. From that angle, he kind of looks safe, but I don't know. So we go from Mitch Haniger to Mitch Garver now. The Mitch portion of the Mariners lineup. And a big swing and a miss on a slider. Way low and outside. But the deception there from Gaddis works out. A 0-2 count. See him get a strikeout. Hey, you let 2 base runners in 8 pitches and then bounce back. Could be a good sign for Gaddis. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed again. Went back to that slider. Got him. This time worked it a little bit closer to the zone, but still out of the zone. Gaddis kind of reminds me of Wilfred. Have you seen the show where the guy is in the dog suit? It's like, what's his name? The Frodo Baggins or whatever from Lord of the Rings. Like the main character in Lord of the Rings, the little dude. It's kind of a comedy show, but also kind of like a trippy, like psychological show a little bit. And for some reason, he sees his neighbor's dog as a grown man in a dog suit. Everyone else sees Wilfred the dog as a normal dog and treats him like a normal dog. But for some reason, the dude sees him as a man in a dog suit, and they like smoke weed together. So like if someone walked in on it, a normal person, it would just look like he'd be like blowing smoke into the dog's face and they're getting high together. But in his view, he's passing the bong with a guy in a dog suit. I don't know. It's weird. It's trippy. Doesn't really make that much sense when you really think about it, the logistics behind all that. But they made like 3 or 4 seasons out of it. It's actually a show that will teach you some life lessons. It's not bad. And it's pretty funny. It's very calm and comfy. It's a comfy show. Once every 4 years, I run through Wilfred. Oh boy, Cal Raleigh. Looks like a good hit, but it's going to hang in the air, and Ramon Laureano will make the catch. And Hunter Gaddis gets himself into a jam, but he gets himself out of the jam. It's always good to have a guy that can get you out of the jam. Stephen Kwan and Ramirez did do him a favor, as well as Bo Naylor applying the tag. Good team effort there to bail out the pitcher. Miller Lite. There's a commercial for, I haven't had a Miller Lite. I haven't drinking a light beer in like, I don't even know, dude, like 5 years. I see some of my friends my age from college like still drinking light beer. Like, what are you doing, man? I can't. Ew. I hate to be, I don't want to sound like a beer snob. If someone gave me a beer, I guess the only time I've had a light beer is if I found a drink that was unclaimed at the bar. I'm a very opportunistic man. So if I see a drink kind of just sitting there, kind of poke at it, see if there's anything in there, and say, "Oh, that is now mine," which is disgusting and gnarly. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. It's not something I would do if I was just like sober walking into a bar stealing drinks. It's something you do when you're already wasted and like, you see, I could buy a drink for $5 or just take this one that's been sitting there for 20 minutes unclaimed. But I don't really get into that behavior much anymore. The booze is in my past. Or maybe just not in the present, maybe in the future. I don't know. I don't like just chilling, drinking beers. Like if I'm drinking, I need to be like in a controlled environment where I'm going out to a crowded bar and fucking letting loose and partying. I don't like just hanging out. I'm not nagging on it. It's just not my activity. Damn, this Munoz guy that they just brought out had one save opportunity last year, but only played one game. His one game that he played was a save. And he struck out, I think it said he struck out 3 guys. So he might have not had much experience last year, unless they fucked up and that was actually his stats from this year. I don't know. It said last season stats. Weird. Well, he'll have to face off against one of the most established, dangerous bats in the game right now, Jose Ramirez. Signed a long contract in Cleveland. If you were going to give a guy some money, he was the right guy. I loved Francisco Lindor, but I just, Jose is just a little bit more consistent and trustworthy, I feel like. There is a bit of an ego with Lindor as well. We didn't really have the money for Lindor. We didn't necessarily have the money for Ramirez either, but he gave us a little hometown discount. Not that he's from Cleveland, but in terms of his home in America, Cleveland would be his home. He's going to go opposite field. This one's deep into the corner. It's going to bounce into the corner. That looks fair, and maybe not. Nope. Just barely foul. Probably would have been a double. Okay, it was foul by about 2 feet. Damn. Come on, Jose. We're only down 2 runs, top of the 8th. We have 6 outs to work with. That is not the worst situation. Once you get 1 base runner on, tying runs at the plate. The 2-2 is at Ramirez's feet. Munoz can fire that ball 100 miles per hour, but a bit crazy, and it takes Jose to the ground. And then it hit the umpire in the foot. The umpire ended up being the one getting screwed over. This time in the zone, hung up deep to the warning track, but going to be caught. Kind of baited Jose to go opposite field in that one. Didn't get enough power on it. How come whenever I watch Jose has a tough night? But Naylor's 0 for 3. He always does something when I'm streaming. I do stream a lot of games, but obviously I can't stream every game. I have a lot of life responsibilities and all that fun stuff. I like to balance. I like to have a balanced lifestyle. Oh, Naylor's gonna tee off. I fucking told him so. I told him so. It's gone deep, way out of here. Blasted. Bam. Say what? I what did I say? Every time he comes up to bat and I say, "Watch this. Josh Naylor is him." The launch angle 26. I think he's number 26. Oh, that's badass. No, he's number 22. That's right. Let's go. 4-5 game. Now a little bit different. A little bit easier to make a comeback. One more of those and it's a tie. Oh, yeah. Just a high fastball. I mean, the look on his face was just like, yeah, it's a home run, dude. Before he even hit the ball, it's just like, I see that is a high fastball and I'm going to hit it out of the park. Now we'll bring up Tyler Freeman, who has a home run of his own in this game. Freeman, not a big guy, but does show some power. This time chopping one foul. Another pitch near 199 miles per hour. Munoz can really throw it hard. Although if you're a batter, you can get a hold of it. It makes it easier to go yard. If those stats were correct, this guy did not have much experience last year at all. Is he like a younger guy or something? Anyways, chopper to the shortstop. That is going to be 2 outs. Yeah, who the hell is this guy? It might be a guy to watch. I mean, he can throw hard. Munoz. But I see it. I see it. Munoz. Oh, I fucked up. Am I saying his name right? Munoz. It doesn't have the pronunciation. Usually it has their pronunciation. See, so I'm not here saying it wrong. Oh, here it is. Munoz. Munoz. I'm saying it right. Munoz. Hell yeah. I'm not an ignorant white man. Okay, yeah, they fucked up. I figured they fucked up. I knew I had to fact check. They just had a typo. So he already has 1 save this year. He had 13 saves last year, so he wasn't the primary closer, but 2.94, 49 innings. The year before that, 2.49 in 65 innings. So it does appear that this guy is on a pretty good trajectory. He's only 25. 2 solid seasons in the bullpen, can throw 100 mile per hour fastballs. Yeah, I like this guy. He's good. Pretty good guy to throw in there in the 8th inning. Big swing and a miss for Florial, who is coming into bat for, I believe, Will Brennan. I feel as if there are players that I would rather see getting at bats than Florial. He was a guy that couldn't really do much with the Yankees. Guy that's batted 269 in the minors for his career. So I would have to think we have someone else. I think he plays I don't even know what he plays in the field. I think he's like DH. But let us take a peek. I think he might have played well in spring training, and hey, you play well in spring training, that could be an indicator that you're about to have a breakout year, so give him a shot. Fair. Okay, he's an outfielder. I think he's one of them bigger outfielders that can play in the outfield, but you kind of really don't want him out there. Let's check the 40 man. Wouldn't you just rather have Miles Straw? I feel like Tenna. I want to see him. Or Brito. Brito or Tenna, I'd almost rather have getting at bats. Or Johnsky. Dude, where's Johnsky? Or Valera. There's a couple guys I'd rather see getting at bats, but we'll see. Those guys are all a little bit. Would be a little early for them. I think Valera, Noel, Tenna, this Angel Martinez, and Brito will all have opportunities at some point this season. But that depends. At this point, at this very, very moment, I would just say Rocchio, just let him play every day over Arias. We gave Arias some opportunities. He didn't really show us much excitement. Maybe some power. If he goes, throw him in the minors. If he goes off, bring him back up, obviously. But I think you can open the door. And then, yeah, Florial. Other than that, though, I mean, I kind of like everybody else. I like what Laureano can kind of do. I wanted to see more of him. I know he's a little bit more of a veteran at this point. What's up, Nikki B? Yeah, I think we can come through. I mean, we're going to have 3 outs. We need 1 run. We did kind of already use our clutch guy in Josh Naylor. We already got our Josh Naylor clutch run. So it's going to have to be on someone else. But some of these guys at the bottom of the lineup have done some things to start the year. So I think it's possible. Anything's possible. They're only down a run. We'll see what goes on in this inning. Here's a deep shot by France, caught on the warning track, 1 down. The pitcher is BD. And again, with some of these relievers with the Indians/Guardians, or Guardians/Indians, either or. Some of these guys are getting opportunities because of the injuries to our pitching staff. See, I don't know. And I like David Fry. Obviously, you have 4 established guys with Jimenez, Naylor, Kwan, and Ramirez. I really like what Tyler Freeman's bringing to the table. Brennan's a bit of a question mark, but if you look at his career so far, yeah, I don't think he's going to randomly just start hitting for power. But he did bat .260 with 40 RBIs last year. Granted, only a 29% on-base percentage, not good, but not dismal. Let's expand here to non-roster. What does that mean? Oh, I thought that was going to bring up all the minor league guys. Okay. So I don't know. As far as guys outside the 40-man, I know there's that Kyle Manzaro that the Twitter people get excited about. And I'm sorry, guys. You're way, way too early. We need to – I get that we got him in a trade and we have done well in our – historically, when we make trades, we get a good minor leaguer in return who may develop into a good player. I kind of checked him out when we acquired him, and I just didn't see much to be excited about, of the fact that he did get drafted pretty high, and I think an injury kind of slowed him down. But that's probably at least that's a guy who could be on there next year or at midpoint next year. But we might play 2 seasons before he's getting a major league at bat. Like, we just have guys that are already knocking on the door. And we have a lot of guys that are doing decent in the minor or in their initial opportunities this season. So, but yeah, he got all sorts of hype. Because I think we got him from the Rays. Yeah, he was in the Aaron Savali trade, Kyle Manzardo. And people just start talking on Twitter. They'll talk about anything on Twitter, huh? I was just like, dude, you guys. I don't know. I don't want to say, oh, casual fans, but kinda. Anyways, 0-2 count with 2 outs here. Urias, the 9-hole hitter, should be easy pickings here for BD. I am not familiar with Beatty, but I'm sure over the course of the year we will figure out what he's got. The 1-2 count, looking to get out of this inning and set up a top of the ninth in which the Indians will have 3 outs to get 1 run and at least try and tie this game. Although if you go to extra innings against the Mariners in Seattle, you're probably going to lose. So we probably want to take the lead. And there's an outside pitch swung on and missed. Boom. All right. I wouldn't say this is a bad game for us. The Mariners are a good team at home. We did kind of get into that starting pitcher. Other than that, a couple plays here and there that could have went our way that didn't go our way. They've played solid. I'll take it. We went in a game that we went down 4-0 in the second inning and immediately cracked back and got 2 runs and kept fighting. Now we're up to 4. I mean, I'll take it. Let's see. I don't know. I don't feel it's necessary to like pull up the minor leaguers at this point and see who could have a chance because there's just a lot of guys that are already on the 40-man that we named. Again, Brito, Martinez, Tena. We have a guy named Johnsky Noel. I did just with a name like Johnsky, I want that dude playing. Just a guy that you root for. And Valera too. I mean, we'll see. I thought Espino got hurt and was out for the year. So I was wrong. I put out false information. I heard that somewhere. This is why I only get my news from myself. I'm the only one that I trust for my baseball news. And to see it with my own eyes. Huh. Maybe I was thinking of somebody else. I heard about Stefan. I know he's out for at least 60 days. Karinchak. Huh. Interesting. All right. Well, the former Oakland Athletic Ramon Laureano will start off here for the Guards. Laureano did have some flashes early in his career, but then was suspended for 80 games for steroids, PEDs. And he never really came back the same, so he might have only been good because of the steroids. Kind of lost a step. So we'll see. Perhaps he can rekindle and make the most out of his talent. He hasn't done anything crazy this year, but he's done just enough to keep him in the lineup. But again, it's super early. Something we'll evaluate when we get to about 25 games in, and we can really start having a better opinion on that. Thank you, Daryl. Shout out, Daryl. Was a well, Laureano popped up to the first baseman, so it is going to be Bo Naylor, who, just like last year, started off with no hits and now suddenly is 2 for 2 and doing much better. I think his drought was pretty long last year. He was like 0 for his first 20, but did end up having some pretty good moments, especially when him and his brother Josh hit back-to-back home runs. That was pretty awesome. I feel like we should always have him batting after Josh, just so that could maybe happen again. Stanek, the pitcher, good reliever. I believe that's their main closer. I think he's pretty solid. They got a pretty nice 8th and 9th inning 1-2 punch. That Munoz guy was nice. This guy's throwing 99 too, and Bo Naylor is going to swing and a miss. And Cleveland is down to their last out. I need a hero. We're probably screwed. No, let's not say that. It's Rocchio. He's a hero. Look, he's got that look in his eyes. He's not afraid. Rocchio did have a very nice RBI hit tonight. He's had a few plays this year. Showed some flashes last year. There's a lot of people on the Rocchio hype train. He's going to swing at an outside pitch, but it is a high pop-up to center field. And Julio Rodriguez in the no-fly zone will end the game with a nice catch. And it was an easy pop-up. I saw out of the corner of my eye that little pop that it popped up. I can see. My peripheral barely. I know that when that pops up, the game is over, and I could kind of see something pop up and change, and I was just like, "Ah, fuck." That one got spoiled for me, but we didn't have much hope, anyways. All right, well, it is 12:17 Eastern Standard Time, and it's time for me to go night-night. So, good fight by the guards. Did what they could to stay in the game. Always good to see a Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor in the 8th and 9th inning is just the man. I called it too. I'm like, he's 0 for 3. There's no way he's going 0 for 4. He's going to do something right here in the clutch. And sure enough, he hits a home run. So good to see that Josh Naylor still has that clutch. That clutch is just never going to go away. Need to find a way to keep him around long term. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. As always, keep it real, and we will catch you next time. Peace.